Good morning. This is the New York session stream, taken as part of our Road to Funded series. If you're joining us for the first time, welcome. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you get anything of value. Don't forget to turn on that notification because we are live every weekday, 7:30 a.m. Eastern. That's 12:30 p.m. West African time. With that being said, let's get into the charts. All right, good morning, y'all. Hold up 1 second. It's showing loud. It's showing loud as hell in my ears. All right, good morning, y'all. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody had a good rest of the trading day yesterday, and potentially a good trading morning today. Yeah, pre-New York been popping off lately. I don't know. So pre-New York, we just flew. I mean, this sort of played out from London session, right? Sort of played out from London session. We traveled about 120 pips. Not crazy, but you know, it's a decent move right here. You had classic break and retest right here. All right, continuation candle right there. There's your entry. Stops are decent. All right, stops below this candle. Boom. All right, vantage point 14 pips, never came back. Continue to push up. TP1 50 pips. Yeah, you had a pretty decent pre-New York here. Let's see if we can continue that volume into the next session, or not volume, I guess, trend direction. All right, cool. As always, we are starting off with the monthly here. All right, starting off with a monthly here. So pretty much still the same thing. We've been saying since the beginning of the month, right? We close below inside this range, below 190, right? Below this level here, this 190.2 level. Right now, what were we expecting price to do? I mean, looking to the left, we see that most times when you close below this level, you do tend to fill this range down, right, to 186, right? It's just a matter of where we're gonna look for that top wick, right? In this instance, we had a top wick at this level at 192.5, which is where we're currently at. You had a 192 level. You had a retest to that level, or you had a top wick to that level, and then you started to come down. Right, and then this move played out across 2 different months, right? 2 different candles here. You have a rejection off of that 192 again over here to fill the range coming down yet again. You have this instance here, you closed below, had a top wick towards 190.2, drove down, right? So I mean, here again you have the same thing, right? But now your top wick is at what is this, 199.2, right? So now it's just a matter of looking at how price has reacted after closing below this level. It's just now a matter of where we expecting to make that top wick, right? So our first level of potential rejection, right, is this 192.586 level, right, which is 192.2 ish level, right? That is our first level of rejection. And we've already tapped into that level. So even before now, right, because right now we're currently hovering around those areas, but even before now we already tapped into that level, right? But now we started to come back up. I'm curious to see where we started to come back up from, right? Because if it is the case that we started to come back up from this 190.272, right, if this is where we started to come back up from on the lower time frames, most likely we'll be looking at something like this, right? Because if you've now established support at this level, you look to the left here and you see where's the minimum area that I'm expecting to sort of tap into before we're gonna continue to push down. If we're gonna continue to push down, right, it would be these levels here, right? This 194 level, 195 level, right? So yeah, we'll see what happens here. Very possible we continue to see some buys here, right? Make a steeper top wick for this monthly candle before we eventually start to come back down, but we will see. All right, the weekly now. So this weekly candle, of course, so this is your monthly level here, so lines up decently. All right, still around the same areas, right? Lines up decently with this weekly. Your monthly resistance level, that's 192.5, also lines up nicely on the weekly. All right, also lines up nicely on the weekly. And then your next weekly level, yeah, your next weekly level also lines up pretty nicely with this 194.7, right? 194.7 level on the monthly. So yeah, if you are going to continue to push up here, you should expect to see 194.7 get tapped here, right? So those are looking like our current targets. I mean, you look here to the left, you see an instance, you see this instance, right? We closed inside this range, we found support, or we held support at this 189.8 level. And where did we drive up to? We drove up towards this 194.7 level, right? So what did we do here? We closed back up into this range. You have a bottom wick towards 189.8, and now we're pushing up. So very possible that we are going to tap into 194.7 here. So very possible, but we'll see. We will see. Moving on to the daily now. Moving on to the daily. So daily level, so this weekly resistance, right? So daily level says a little bit, you have a little bit more, you got a little bit more levels here to worry about. So this daily, you have a level there, and then I'd say you have a level here as well. Yeah, say, yeah. So before we get to this level right here, this target, what would be our target levels for the buys, before we get to that level right there, you do have this level at 193.425, right? So let's see what happened here. The previous daily closed above this level right here, right? This level of support. Yeah, so previous daily closed above this level of support right here. Then we had a bottom wick. So this current daily candle, we have a bottom wick towards that level, and now we're driving up. I mean, let's look to the left here. Here you have a closure above, right? You have a closure above into this range. You have your bottom wick. You continue to drive up, right? Let's see where else. Here you have a closure above. You had this candle. I mean, this was a Friday. This was, you know, you sort of gapped up here, but you did eventually drive up towards 193.425. Oh, hold up, where's the other one? Okay, so yeah, you closed above bottom wick right here, had your top wicks, came back down. Here you closed above, sort of held support, continue to drive up. Let me see. This one came down, boom, continue to drive up. Yeah, so based off of this daily, here you have closure above, boom, held support, continue to drive up. Yeah, so I mean, where's the thing? Where was the other one? Yeah, so there's only a few instances here where you sort of closed above, held support. Hold up, where is it? Come up, held support, drove up. So I think this is the one I was looking at right here. I think this is what I was looking at right here. So you came up, held, yeah. So you came up, held support, right? You held support here, but you still ended up driving down, right? You still ended up driving down. I mean, but in this scenario, right? In this case, so you could start to reject off this 192.53. But based off of the higher time frames, right, I do think we're gonna continue to push up here towards that 194.5. But again, you're gonna need some what's it called? You're gonna need an entry to tell you that, right? You're gonna need some indications of that. Right now it's just speculation, because you do have a bottom wick here. So technically you have held support here. We'll see what that looks like on the 4 hour in a second, but yeah, so technically you have held support. You are driving from this level right here. So I mean, if you want to go, I guess you're pretty much good to go, but we'll see. Yeah, because I'm already seeing. So here you could have a potential. Yeah, you do have the potential to see some rejections at this level here as well. It's 192.8883 level. Yeah, we'll see. See what happens here. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. All right, moving on to the 4 hour now. Moving on to the 4 hour. So 4 hour levels. So yeah, these 4 hour levels lining up pretty nicely, right? This is the intermediary level we're talking about on the daily, right? Yeah, that's the intermediary level that we're worried about on the daily. So you might just tap into this level and then start to see price reject. So in terms of taking buys, even if you do get some entries for some buys, you want to be very cautious of this level right here, right? So that would probably be where we would be looking as we'll probably be looking at this level as our vantage point, right, to go BE. Because once you tap that level, there is no longer any guarantee that you're gonna continue to push through, right? All right, bet. And then the 4 hour, this lower level is, I guess we could say that lower level is here. Let me see, where's a good place to put this level? Yeah, it's not bad, it's not even bad. All right, yeah, that's decent. This is a decent, yeah, put that right there. Okay, all right, so boom, these are pretty much our levels on the 4, right? Pretty straightforward here, right? Pretty straightforward on the 4, these levels. Yeah, it's really just a matter of what price wants to do. Well, it's always a matter of what price wants to do, but like right now, so you have potential for different things can happen here, right? Different things can happen here. So I mean, we look to the left. Let's look at this 4 hour. Look to the left. Most times that you did come up and close respecting this level, if we do close respecting this level, I mean, here you drove up towards 193. I mean, here you came down, made a bottom wick first, but then you have top wicks towards 193 here. Here you close respecting, push towards 193. Let me see. Boom, drove up. Boom, drove up. Yeah, so I think as long as you close respecting 192.5 here, as long as you close close to this level, or rather if you close, you know, close to this level, and I'd say above, so close to that level and above here, I would say. Let me see, it's here you got a sort of a minor support, right? Yeah, around these areas here. Yeah, I say as long as you close above, even if you're respecting this 4 hour level, right? As long as you close above this level here, right? This 192.4-ish level. Yeah, as long as you close above this level, I do think you're at least guaranteed 193. How you're gonna come up to 193 though, that's gonna be the question, right? Are we gonna make a bottom wick? Are we gonna come down for the bottom wick first, right? Sort of, you know, tap into this level again and then drive up, or are we just gonna push, right? Because here you have multiple instances, right? So here you closed here, you sort of formed this support. Let me put this down here. All right, so that formed support here, drove back up, right? Drove up. Here you have your rejections, you have your bottom wicks towards these areas. but respecting this level right here, right? So we'll see what happens there. We'll see what happens. But yeah, for the most part, this does look good to drive up. Everything here is saying bullish. Everything here is really saying bullish. Let me see. Yeah, everything is saying bullish. You just want to be careful in terms of how you get into the position, because you don't want to get into the buys during the pullback, right? You don't want to get into the buys during the pullback, because then you're gonna start to think your position is wrong, because you're gonna be in some drawdown, and you know, it's gonna mess with your psychology. So you either want to wait for the move to develop, right, or you get the sniper entries. One of the two. You don't really want to impulse this one, I don't think. All right, cool. Let's move on to the hourly. So we're just looking at the hourly now, and we're seeing that the hourly has no bottom wick. Interesting. So the hourly has no bottom wick. This level here on the 4, that we need to close above is also a hourly level. So you see how these levels just line up pretty nicely here? Yeah. So this 4-hour level, the 4-hour level is right here, and then this the support level on the 4 that we need to close above is right here. All right, so ideally you want to close, ideally you want to close above 192.6. all right, ideally you want to close above 192.6, but you know, if you don't, you still have opportunities here. Yeah, but we still have no bottom wick here, so you want to be cautious about that one. We still have no bottom wick on that candle. Let me move this down real quick. What does that look like? Yeah, you still got no bottom wick on that candle. You have this hourly support level. You do have this hourly support level that you never tapped into. Yeah, so most likely you're gonna need to come back to 192.36. You're gonna want to see a bottom wick around that level at some point here. That's the 4-hour level. Yeah, below here you might drive down. You have top wicks towards that level as well. All right, cool. Yeah, so all my levels are lining up pretty nicely here. All my levels are lining up pretty nicely. Yeah, if you close below 192.36 on the 4, you might continue to drive down, right? Because you look to the left here, you see instances of rejection from these levels, right? Price respecting these levels to drive down. Rejection, give or take rejection. Lol, give or take rejection. All right, rejection over here. So you want to be careful. But yeah, for the most part, we are looking for these buys. We are gonna be looking for these buys. Just a matter of how price wants to form here. Just a matter of how price wants to form. And put this right here. Yeah, let's see how this hourly closes in about 5 minutes. Do we have news today? What are we saying? What are we saying for news? Ooh, CPI Wednesday. Today is CPI. So we got a bunch of news coming in at 8:30. So yeah, we should be an exciting day today. Should be an exciting day today. I don't really have any entries off of this. I know this hourly has no bottom wick. We are rejecting a major level of resistance. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, taking a sell now just because we have no bottom wick, that's heavy speculation, right? So like, who says we need to have a bottom wick here? All right. Because we could have the bottom wick play out afterwards, right? So you could close like this, push all the way up, right? Tap into 192 point or 193 level here, and then come back down for that bottom wick, right? So there's really no entry right now in terms of, in that regard anyways. All right, cool. Let's see what happens though. We got a closure in 4 minutes. Closure in 4 minutes. While that is closing, let's check out gold real quick. So for the rest of the day, yesterday gold just pretty much ranged, right? We pretty much stayed in our range right here. Let's look at the monthly real quick. I mean, gold top down analysis is just beautiful now, right? Because monthly bullish, weekly bullish, yeah, weekly bullish. Let me clear these out to avoid any biases. All right, weekly bullish. All right, daily bullish. So yeah, the daily. So previous daily respected this resistance again. All right, you respected that resistance level yet again. You sort of have you're inside this range between 2880 and 2920. All right, you're sort of inside this range right now. All right, once you close above, you should be good to, if you close above this range, you should be good to drive up. All right, you should be good to drive up. How far you're gonna drive up, I don't know, because you look to the left here, you see you have a closure above, then you had this top wick around 2942. Right, so you close above here, you start to hold this level as support 2920. You might be able to take this up towards 2942 and potentially even 2953. All right, let's go on to the 4 hour real quick. So the daily level, so that's the daily level. On the 4, this looks a little bit higher there. All right, and then guess you got a level of resistance or support. You got a level of support right here. Okay, got a level of support right there. Oh, sorry, my fault. I'm lost in the sauce. I was just thinking. All right, so you had no top wick. So this previous 4 hour had no top wick. Came all the way up, created a top wick here. Now you're coming back down. That's interesting. If you start coming back down into the ranges, I'd say if you close below, yeah, if you close below this level here, you have a good chance to drive through. Yeah, if you close below this level right here, you have a good chance to continue to drop. I think, yeah, I do think if this 4 hour candle closes below 2914, you're gonna feel this range to the downside. Let's put the gold analysis on hold. Let's look at how this GJ is gonna close real quick. I highly doubt we're gonna get positions off this closure, but might as well. All right, so hourly about to close. Hourly is about to close. Okay. All right, so hourly closing above this level here. All right, hourly is closing above that level there. Hourly is closing above that level. Okay, so what I want right now, I'm willing to take this. I am willing to take this. You made that bottom wick quick as well. I want to see a bottom wick towards 192.36. Yeah, I want to see a bottom wick towards 192.36, and we can take these buys up towards 192.997. Your vantage point, of course, is going to be, well, let me see. Yeah, drove up, boom, this one came all the way up. Let me see something. Yeah, your vantage point, of course, is going to be 192.6. If you come up first and tap 192.6 here, then this is wraps, right? We wait for the 30-minute candle, we wait for news to drop, and we'll see what happens. But right now, yeah, I'm not completely settled on taking this position right now. Not completely settled with taking this position right now. I mean, this 4 hour just tapped into a resistance level, right? So you might still be coming down for a little bit more rejection here, for a little bit more of a pullback. Yeah, 30-minute just close respecting this level of resistance as well. Yeah, so I'm gonna just chill out. Let's see if we can tap into this level. If we can tap 192.36 before the 30-minute close and then start to come back up, we'll look for the buys. All right, so back to gold real quick. Back to gold. So gold, like I was saying, this 4 hour level, right? This 4 hour level of support. If you do close below this 4 hour level of support, most likely you're gonna continue to drive down to 2905. All right, I mean, it is a choppy range, right? It is a choppy range, but I mean, look here. Here you had a closure below. Where's the bottom wick for that closure? 2905. Here you had a closure below, bottom wick towards 2905. Here you closed below, came down towards 2905. Closed below, hell of a top wick, but came down towards 2905. Plus the way this 4 hour just closed at this level of resistance, right? No top wick, then a top wick, and then a closure back below. Yeah, I mean, if that 4 hour ends up closing the way I'm thinking it might close, if we end up closing below here, I understand what the moving averages are saying, but yeah, if the moving averages are correct, we shouldn't even close below on the 4 hour, right? You shouldn't be closing below this level of support. But we will see. Yeah, it's hella choppy on the hourly though. Hella choppy on the hourly. All right, cool. Let's see what happens. So the hourly time frame. In terms of the hourly, so you have, yeah, this is hella choppy. For buys, I would say, or I would prefer closures above these levels for the buys. All right, I would prefer the closure above these levels for the buys. We'll see what happens there though. I don't see myself taking anything inside this range. I can't see anything inside this range. I guess you have an hourly level here. All right, I should gotta let's push this shit up. Yeah, gold is in very sensitive. I don't know. I'm not a fan of this range at all, especially on the hourly. especially on the hourly. Yeah, let's see how this ends up playing out though. How this ends up playing out. Yeah, of course we're not taking any entries on gold right now. We are purely strictly on GJ for the most part. Purely strictly on GJ for the most part. Alright. Looks like you're holding support. You're currently holding support at this 4-hour level. Alright, so I mean if you can hold this level, right? You can hold this level. There could be, you know, opportunities for buys on gold, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, let's go GJ. What's GJ doing? So GJ came up, right? This is the new hourly, right? Yeah, so GJ did in fact come up. That bottom wick isn't where I wanted it to be, so I couldn't get involved with that, but you might continue to drive here. Right, this might continue to push you through. 5 minute just close, 5 minute close bullish. You tap 192.6 already, so that would have been our vantage point. 192.6 would have been our vantage point. Yeah, I can't really take anything right now. Whether or not I would take an entry on the 15 here is a good question. I mean, now you came down, you've established support. If this range is clean, which it is, I mean, it's a clean range up there, allegedly. Allegedly. Yeah, let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I mean, if we made this bottom wick first to 192.36, I would have taken the flip here. I mean, still would have gone BE once we tapped once we tapped into this level, so about 12 pips. But yeah, let's see. I'm willing to take this on the 15 as well before news actually kicks off. I'm willing to take that as well. Yeah, no, I am willing to take that because you do have this bottom wick, right? You do have this bottom wick towards this level. You already have the bottom wick at this level. What's good, my brother? How you doing, man? Man like Israel. What's good, bro? How goes the trading? Yeah, so I mean, we already have this bottom wick towards this level, so I mean, you could continue to push up here towards 192.997 and still not drive, right? So you could play that, but because we don't have this bottom wick yet, I would need that 15 to close above 192.7. If not, it's about to be an hourly thing here. We're about to wait for this, sorry, not hourly, the 30-minute. About to wait for news to drop in about 22 minutes. How was yesterday's trade? It's all good, bro. It's all good. Got things to do, you know. Y'all never got to be sorry, bro. I am here for entertainment purposes until I'm here for financial purposes. Like that. Now, yesterday's trade was calm though. It was calm. Textbook trade yesterday. Got some positions off stream as well, so pretty good day yesterday. Pretty decent day yesterday. Pretty decent day yesterday. Hopefully today is, you know, there's more of the same. It's more of the same. More of the same or better. May we not have a better yesterday, you know? Plan to get a prop firm account, yeah? Nice, man. You looked into Fivers? You look into the I always get confused if their name is Fivers or 5%ers. I think it's 5%ers, but nobody says 5%ers though. All right, we're coming up here, making our way downtown. With verification, I don't even remember doing a verification. Well, what are they asking for the verification? Oh, what part of the world are you in? Oh, FundedNext? Yeah, I used to be on FundedNext actually. I used to be on FundedNext. They're not bad. They're not bad. You know, I would have still been on FundedNext, but there was an issue. Very fine if I'm human. That's funny. Making sure you're not a trading bot. TradeBot 2.0. Yeah, I used to be on FundedNext. Yeah, they're pretty good as well. FundedNext are pretty good as well. I never got a payout with them, of course, but in terms of just the general trading, FundedNext is decent, comparable if not better. My brother, Niger boy. Maru. I ain't even know, bro. I thought you were from. I thought you said you were from South Africa, man. All right, maybe that was the other guy. Oh, Miami. Nice. Nice. All right, we got this. Yeah, we got this 15-minute candle driving up here. Let's see what happens. Gotcha. Yeah, it's probably there's another brother that's usually in here. Nice FX, nice time FX, probably him. Oh, Miami. All right, let's see. It's 15-minute driving up now. Cool. I would have preferred that we had that bottom wick towards 192.36 before we started to drive up here, but c'est la vie. Closure above. Let me see. Closure above. Boom. Drive up. Yeah, so because we don't have that bottom wick, there is the scenario that we will come down to still make that steeper bottom wick before we drive up. So I want to avoid that, especially because we have news in 30 minutes. Sorry, at 8:30, so in about 15 minutes. I am Nigerian, my brother. Now, where'd you learn all those Nigerian? I am Nigerian, man. I am Nigerian, my brother. Short on GU. GU. All right, before we go to GU though, this 15-minute candle about to close. Let me see how this closes. Don't be deceived by my fake accent. You know, this accent is just for, you know, for public for public appeal, innit? It's for public appeal. Where am I? Don't worry, I will tell you in private when we enter Discord chats. Don't worry. May my village people not find me for it. All right, this 15-minute about to close. Okay, so we closed below 192.7. Closed below 192.7. So I'm just gonna stay out of this. I'm gonna stay out of it for now. But now I'm in Canada, man. I'm in Canada. Yeah. So this what's it called? This 15-minute candle just closed, but we closed below 192.7. Yeah, closed below 192.7 here. So I'm not gonna get involved in this just yet because we still don't have that bottom wick at 192.36. All right, so we might just do something very similar to, where is that? Very similar to, where is that? Something similar to this, right? You see how here we came up, we closed inside this range, right? Then you had this sort of top wick, and then you had a bottom wick, then you drove up, right? So I mean, it doesn't mean we're not gonna drive up, right? We might still drive up, but I'm willing to wait this out. I'm willing to miss the move to get a good position. All right, I'm willing to miss the move to get a good position or a better position here. Willing to miss the move here. All right, let's see what happens. I mean, we're still coming up. We are still coming up. So you might see price do something like this. You might see price push all the way through quick. This might happen like quick, like snap of a finger. This could happen. Tap this level and then reject. Right? But we have news at we have news in 14 minutes. And it's CPI. So we got major news in 14 minutes. We'll see what happens there. Looking at gold, let me see. So again, with gold, you really just, I mean, you want this, the moving averages are same buys, right? Moving averages are same buys, but you see you're combating this daily resistance, right? You're combating the daily resistance. Look at this candle closure at resistance, no top wick, had a top wick, drove down, right? You look to the left every single time, or almost every single time you've closed below this level from after rejecting from these levels over here, you've almost always driven down at the very least towards 2905.8. right? You have it happen here, you had it happen here. Where else? I mean, here you had it happen on one candle, right? You had it happen, I mean, here you gapped down, or no, this gapped up actually. Yeah, so I mean, you close below 2914 on the 4 hour, you have a pretty good chance that you're gonna drive down, right? I mean, ideally, yeah, I mean, as long as you close below 2914 on the 4, to be honest, I think you do have a chance to drive down. So say you close something similar to how you are right now, you would just need a top wick, and then you can actually play this. You can play this for the vantage point, right? And then you can leave the rest. You can leave the rest to rock towards this 4 hour level right here. But if you're getting into that position, you want to keep in mind, you know, that's a 4 hour move. So you want your stops to be, you know, yeah, I'd say if you close inside the range, your stops need to be above here. Your stops need to be above the 4 hour highs, right? So that would be like 100 and something pips. But if you close below here, you make a top wick towards this level, then you flip, you probably keep your stops somewhere around here. But yeah, that's just that's what might happen on gold. Of course, we're not taking gold right now, but we're just analyzing it to see what happens. All right. And before we start to take it sometime, maybe this month or next month. All right, so oh yeah, you said you were in GU shorts. All right, so if you're in GU shorts, you want to be careful because news is about to come out. Yeah, I mean, play the news however you normally would, right? Because it's up to you really how you play news. So play the news how you normally would. But yeah, you want to just be aware that there's news in about about 10 minutes now. You got dollar news in about 10 minutes, so GU will be affected, and it is CPI, so pretty volatile news. But yes, sells on GU. Let me see these levels real quick. So quick analysis on GU in my opinion. So this weekly, let me see. So weekly came up. So how did, okay, you closed, you pushed off of this level here, strong push off this level. Let me see. That's these areas here, give or take. Yep, the strong push off that level. You continue to push up until here you found some type of support to drive up. Okay, so potential resistance here, daily. So it's daily looking like, so daily level, got a daily level there, got a daily level there, pushed up from here, level of support right there. So you're currently inside this greater range, so you do have some range to fill here. If you can get above here. All right, look to the 4 hour. To be honest with you, I mean, again, this is just a quick, this is just a quick analysis on my part, isn't it? Right, so your analysis is probably more thorough than mine right now in terms of GU. So don't take my word for it, but sells. I mean, I guess it depends on where did you get into the sells from? Have you been in the sales for a while or what? Or was that recently? Okay, it's the 4 hour. I guess you have this as well. Yeah, you got this as well. Did you get in the sales at 1.29556? You took the wick entry right here? Because right now, that's the only... Yeah, that's pretty much the only thing I can see for the sales. Yeah, I mean, yeah, so I'm looking at this level right here, and I guess if you don't close above this level, you could continue to drive down. So in theory, what's it called, you know, price action always, or news typically moves with price action for the most part. So I mean, you got news in 5 minutes here. So yeah, I guess if you're gonna go down, you're gonna go down in it, because like you have this level right here, this level of resistance that you're currently respecting, right? You're currently respecting this level of resistance. The previous 4 hour you came up, you had no top wick, right? You had no top wick on the previous 4 hour. So yeah, I mean, I guess if this candle does end up closing bearish, you do end up closing bearish on this candle, this 4 hour candle, you end up closing below this resistance, I do think you could be good to drive down, right? So that would be this hourly closing bearish as well. So you could be good to drive down off of that, but yeah, I mean, yeah, this 30-minute looks pretty good too. This 30-minute looks pretty good too. I mean, it's not a fake out just because you did fill this range first, but now you have price coming back down like this. So yeah, I guess if you do respect this level on the 30, which is about to close, you do respect this level on the 30. Yeah, news might drive you down, to be honest. News might drive you down. News might drive you down. Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, yeah, I see the reasoning for sales. I just don't see where the entry was. I would have an entry if so. Say this 30-minute closed and news hits. If news hits, sort of creates a top wick, and then we close bearish on the 5, I'll take those sells 100%. But yeah, I don't really see. Yeah, where did you get in the position? I don't even know if you're in here, but I am curious where you got into that position from. That's a interesting name. All right, GJ. Let's see what GJ is doing. See what GJ is doing. So yeah, we're just hovering around these areas, right? This is why we didn't take a 1.2958. Man, all that 1.2958, 1.2958. Oh yeah, you chilling, dog. I mean, you got news in 2 minutes, so I mean 1.2958. So right here. Oh, so you were in there early. Yo, you got in off this wick entry right here. Oh, so you call that one early. I'm guessing you got in once you tapped into this level here, right? This level of resistance, I'm guessing that's where you got in. Yeah, I mean, yeah, just keep in mind you got news in 2 minutes here. So, and news, because if this 30-minute closes below this level, I don't see why you wouldn't drive down. Just in terms of price action, right? I don't see why you wouldn't drive down just in terms of price action. But you know, news is news, right? So if you have your stops, if your stops are not too far off, news might do something like this. News might wick you out. Oh, cool. Yeah. Better safe than sorry, you know? Better safe than sorry, especially with news. Better safe than sorry. Take your W for the day. Take your W for the day and run. Gotcha. Yeah. I tend to wait. I wait like 5 minutes after news. I'll get in before news, but it has to be like 15 minutes or more than 15 minutes before news. And then after news, like 5 minutes after news. Yeah, but if this 30 does close respecting, just in terms of price action, right? After the news, gotcha. Yeah, just in terms of price action, this 30-minute closes respecting this resistance. You should be good to drive down, but yeah, this could do whatever. But let's focus on our shit though. GJ. All right, GJ closing in a couple seconds here. Nobody pray with me. Man in the M way, yeah. I remember syrup sandwiches and crumb analysis. Okay, so GJ about to close in a couple seconds. See that fuckery? See that fuckery that just happened? All right, see that bottom wick? Let's have that bottom wick towards 192.36. All right, 30-minute open. Look at that shit, huh? Quick. Did that shit quick. That appeared out of nowhere. All right, so is this our only news for the day? We got Canadian news at 9:45. Lol, Canadian news. That's not a real currency. That's not a real currency. All right, cool. Just curious to see what gold is doing. Let me just see it. Just want to look at it. Interesting. Yeah, I don't even think you could take anything on gold off a 5-minute closure, but that is what it is. GU went up. Hello. Actually, I mean, GU went up, but it has no bottom wick. Yeah, I mean, good thing you closed out though. Yeah, good thing you did close out, but this GU went up. It has no bottom wick, right? I mean, if I was trading this, I'm not too sure about these levels because I did a very quick, my analysis on GU here was very quick, right? But if I was trading this, if this 5-minute came back down and closed bearish, I probably would take a sell. But hey, don't take my word for it. I just did a quick analysis. I don't know what's going on GU. But yeah, back to GJ though. Back to GJ. So let's see how this 5-minute closes. We're gonna get ready here for a potential move. Potentially. What I want to see is a closure above. So now we have the bottom wick that we need, right? We got our bottom wick, right? Got our bottom wick hourly. Okay, still in the same place. 30-minute. Load up. 30-minute closed. Now respecting this level of support. All right. Yeah, 30-minute now close, respecting level of support. You still have this to worry about on the 30-minute, right? So close above there. Yeah, close above there. Got a closure. See price drives coming from below. Above 30-minute 5. All right, yeah, let's see what happens here. I'm looking to take these buys. This 5-minute needs to come up though. Gonna need this 5-minute to come up. It's 27 pips. And that's 70 pips. All right, it's 5-minute about to close. Look alive. 905, look alive. Yeah, we came up on the side. Now we on the other side. To be honest, I mean, you take out these highs. This 30 is still active. Now you've closed respecting. You have a level there though. So this one closed respecting, it still came down, pushed down. Yeah, that's a little risky. That's a little risky. That is a little risky. All right, 5 minutes just close. You close below, yeah. 5 minutes just close. Yeah, this is tempting to take. This is tempting to take, but because this 30 closed respecting, I mean, you held support, right? You held this level down here. You did hold this level down here, but I mean, look to the left. Look to the left. You have something similar here where we came up, you sort of held support here, but then you kept on driving. It's not the same. It's not the same. Hold up. Let me see. Okay, I think this is more. Yeah, this is more. Oh, you held support, you drove clean through. Interesting. Here you held, but there you're coming from below. Or you're coming from above here. Here you're coming from below. Interesting. Alright. Boom. Here you held support. I mean, here you're coming from above as well. Came from below. Boom, boom. Drove up. It's all on the 30. That is all on the 30, yeah? Okay, that's all on the 30. Drove up 15, 5 minute closed above already. If this 15 cannot drive, we'll get in on the 15. If this 15-minute candle can just chill out and close above, we'll get in on the 15. And our stops don't even need to be, yeah. Yeah, because I'm looking at this 30, right? I'm looking to the left, and if you see the instances where we see how we came up, tapped this level, but then you hold support, then you held support right here. Once you look to the left, all right, once you look to the left, you look at the instances where we're coming from below. So here you closed above, you had your initial pullback, right? So when I say hold support, I mean you basically tap into the level and then respect it, right? So here you tapped into the level first in this candle, but then what did you do with the next candle? You drove through, right? But here, coming from below, right here, you came up, filled the range, tapped into this level first, then you held support. This candle is your holding support. And what did you do after that, right? Even though you didn't close above, you drove clean through on the next 30, right? Yeah. Okay. So here, something similar here as well, right? You came I mean, this one you didn't come from below, you came from above really, but you held support here. You had your tap in. This is you holding support and then drove up. But here you have a 30-minute. Here you have a closure above the 30-minute, or you have a 30-minute closure above here though. Yeah, you want to be careful taking this position though, because this is a 4-hour level. You are playing at a 4-hour level, all right? But you do understand, we are understanding that as long as we have this bottom wick here, you could still tap 192.997, right? And if we start to drive up here, this is pretty much our full TPs. We're gonna close this right here, right? 4-hour daily, so daily level is 193. That's interesting. This is interesting, huh? Gets the brain pumping. Yeah, look at that 5. Look at how the 5 is respecting. Yeah, I'm trying to be in this, to be honest with you. I'm not gonna lie. I am trying to be in this. Bottom wick, comeback 15. Because here's the thing, if we don't get in on this 5, this could drive. If we don't get in on this 5, this could drive 5, 15, 30. Let's see, 15. This is clean, no? That's pretty clean. You have this on the 30 though. You want to be careful of this. Yeah, let's see how this 15 closes. Yeah, I'm happy the 5 closed below that level. So the 5 still closed below this level. I'm gonna just stay out of it. If we drive, we drive. C'est la vie. But I'm gonna just chill out until the 15. Once this 15 closes, I'll wait for a bottom wick and I'll take the buys if we close above 192.7. But yeah, this might be gone though. If this starts to push, expect to see 192.997 get tapped. You have a potential that you're gonna continue to drive through to 193.419. And yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have taken this 5 regardless, because we have no bottom wick on the 5. 15. Let's see. Can we get a 15-minute close? Can we get a 15-minute close? The safest thing to do here, of course, is to wait for the 4-hour to close, right? Probably the safest thing to do. But at the same time, this 15-minute close is a good entry. Right? It is a good entry if we close above this level. Right? We don't want to be closing below. We don't want to be closing below that level, because then that's just the top wick for the 4-hour. But we close above, potentially we could drive. Potentially we could drive. Yeah, it's the 4-hour rally. All right, I just found a new level. Yeah, I'm more comfortable with this. Because with this position now, we can actually have our stops at the 15-minute lows. Yep. All right, cool. Let's see what happens in 2 minutes. I'm gonna just get ready. If we close above 192.76 here, we close above. I'm gonna wait for a bottom wick and then I'm gonna take the buys. You got about a 20 pip vantage point here. Probably close full here, to be honest. We'll see. Yeah, let's see. Minute closes in about 15-minute closes in about 2 minutes here. Let me see. Yeah, no more news. All right, cool. Let's see what happens, huh? I wonder what GU did. What did GU do? Yeah, there you go. You know, you needed that bottom wick. You sort of needed that bottom wick. Yeah. So closing below. Yeah, as soon as you close below here, you could probably have taken the sells right there. But you might continue to push up though. Now that you have a bottom wick, you might continue to push up. So that's whatever. Gold, let me see what's going on with gold. $15. 15 closed above, continue to drive up. Interesting. All right, cool. Back to our shit. All right, let's see. 30 seconds here. Don't think because we're not close to that level. Trust me. GJ is a dickhead. GJ will make the move in the last 10 seconds sometimes. Trust me. Man, you gotta trust me, man. I know what I'm talking about, man. I know what I'm talking about, man. All right, there goes your 15-minute close. 15-minute closed inside the range, so no dice. No dice, no dice, no dice. Nothing for us yet. Nothing for us yet. Hey. Yeah, nothing for us yet. Yeah, we got nothing. Yes, sir. We waiting. Got nothing right now. We got nothing right now. All right, let's see. I mean, like I said, GJ is a dickhead, right? We've seen this happen well, let me not say every stream, but we've seen it happen a lot, right? Where GJ will make a move like 5 minutes before the 4-hour close, right? Like you'll see GJ fill this whole range in the last 5 minutes and then reject, right? On some dickhead shit. But like, it is what it is, you know. If it happens, it happens. Nothing you can do about it. If we don't have entries, we don't got entries. All right, so this 5 is doing interesting things. We're doing interesting things on this 5. Let me see, where are we consolidating right now? What does this look like on the hourly? Yeah, it's an interesting candle on the hourly. Yeah, closure above there, you should be chilling. Yeah, as long as this hourly closes above 192.766, I mean, that's a 4-hour close as well. All right, as long as we close above those levels, should be good to drive through. Like this range, I'm not worried about this range. We're gonna, as long as you close above here. I mean, even this 4-hour, really. If you don't close above in the hourly, the only thing is, if you don't close above this level, I'm expecting a bottom wick towards 192.641 before we take the position. But if you close above, you could just push through, right? You could just push through without much of a bottom wick. Yeah, so I'm not really worried about this range right here. Like this range right here, I'm not worried about it. right? Because I mean, if you close below like this, so you close respecting, I'm gonna wait for a bottom wick here. Then you know, we'll see an entry candle, maybe the 5 minute or something, right? Or maybe the flip of the candle. Then we'll get into a position to take, you know, to take price up. So something like this, right? If we do close above though, I'll probably just wait for a bit of a bottom wick and then take price up. You could come down here though. Very possible you still come down here. I mean, if you close above and then you come down with no bottom wick, or sorry, with no top wick, all right, you could take the wick entries over here as well. All right, so a bunch of ways you could really play this. But if this continues to drive like this, which is what we're doing right now, we tap this level. Yeah, it's if we tap this level and respect, I mean 100% I'm gonna need this bottom wick here. But then taking the buys, so they're gonna need closures. Yeah, it's driving, man, but what am I gonna do about it? I got no entries. This 5 minute closed. This 5 minute closed above or respected. Yeah, I got no entries, man. I can't really do shit about it. But this is a dickhead close on the 15. Right? 15 closed like a dickhead. We're driving. Yeah, got no entries though. Everything driving, man. Everything driving. Where's GU driving? Up or down? GU driving up. Gold's not driving though. Gold consolidating. Oh, yeah. Alright. Yeah, so now that we're filling this range, now that we fill this range, let me just get rid of this. Let me look at my levels again. So now we're tapping into the 4-hour levels, right? We're tapping into the 4-hour level. Let's see, where's your next? Central level down here. All right, so I mean, we were saying this the whole time, right? This is literally what I just said, right? Yeah, nothing I could do about it. I didn't have any entries for it, right? We're saying that this is pretty much what we were looking for, but we just didn't have any entries. I mean, this 5 closed above again. I guess it's a fake out. Yes, it's a weak reason to take it though. Yeah, this would have been a quick one too, because we would have closed full TPs right here, stops down here, full TPs down here. But yeah, no entries, no clear entries, so we're chilling. We're not worried about it though, man. It's the 9 o'clock close, right? Now you're tapping into this level, so this range is what I wasn't worried about. I wasn't worried about anything in this range. So I knew for sure we were gonna fill that range. Well, I say I knew for sure, but like the probability of us filling that range was pretty high, right? So I wasn't really too worried about it. The question now is, are we gonna continue pushing up here to fill the greater range, right? That's gonna be towards this daily level, right? Are we gonna continue to push now? So I mean, since we're on that topic, let's look. All right, let's look. Here you have a, yeah, I mean, if we never had this bottom wick here, I would take a sell right here. As soon as we tap into this level, I would have taken a sell. But we already established this level here. I mean, look to the left. Look to the left. Here you came down, had established the support, drove up, tapped to 192, 193 levels, rejected. Here you came up, drove from these levels, tapped this level, rejected. Tap this level. Drove up from where? All right, let's see how this closes. I would like to take the sells back towards this 192.64 level. But look at the left here. Look at the left. Almost every time you respect this level, you at least make a bottom wick, right? You at least have a wick, bottom wick at 192.64. All right. Yes, I mean, this one came up. This one came all the way up. Tap 193 and 2.3. Didn't quite tap it. Coming up from these levels here. Boom. From this level here. Boom. Yeah, man. I don't know if you see what I'm referring to. Cause like here, you came up from these levels. Tap this level. Couldn't close beyond. Respected. Had to make a bottom wick at this level, right? Form support here. Something similar here. You came up from these levels, tapped this level, couldn't close above, had to come back down. Here you made that bottom wick towards this level, came up, couldn't close above, had to make a bottom wick here. I mean, eventually continue to come back down. All right, let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I would actually like this to close below just so we can take those sells, but if not, let's see, because then we have 2 entries. If we close below here, we got 2 entries. We close below, we got 2 entries. Basically, I'd wait for I wouldn't even wait for a 5 closure. I'd wait for a top wick, and then once we flipped, I'd take a sell. The only problem with that is, so you got this 4-hour level here. So I mean, if we're correct, we're not gonna drive past these levels. All right, so you're gonna have your stops around here. So what is that on the daily? Is that on the daily? Yeah, those highs right there. Yeah, and then you would have another entry over here. All right, you would have another entry over here. Tired, huh? I feel you, bro. Feel you. Hey, man, you already got your profits for the day. You're chilling. You don't gotta do none of this mental gymnastics. Yes, sir, ski. Sometimes you just gotta take your money and run, bro. You gotta take your money and run. That's what's up. Good shit, man. Good shit. All right, 1 hour. Yeah, so if we close below, we close respecting, I'm gonna look to take something like this. If not, if that's not the case, we close above. So no news for sure, right? No news for sure. We got no news. Man, taking these buys are gonna be tricky here. These are gonna be some tricky buys to take. Let me see. So it's 4 hour. So if this 4 hour close above, I'm trying to see a 4 hour closure. Okay, here you got a 4 hour closure. You still have a bottom wick. Closure above. Still got a bottom wick. All right, 1 minute left for the closure, right? So now or never. Finalize our entries here. Now or never. Okay, close on, closed above, drove down. This hourly is coming from where though? Never even tapped into this level, right? Never even tapped into this level here. You didn't tap, drove up. All right. I guess there's no point in that. All right, let's see. Let's see how we close here. Let's see if we're gonna close above or not. Let's see if we're closing above or not. Okay, so you close. Oof, what is that? What is even that? Do we say that's a bullish? Do we say that's a close above or no? Huh. Yeah, that's like at resistance, right? Am I bugging? That's not a closure above, right? Like that's at resistance, if anything. I say closure at resistance. I think that's what that is. All right, cool. What I want to see here. Let me see. Okay, boom. You got your top wicks there. You might not get there because of reasons. All right. Yeah, I think I know what I'm looking for. I think I found what I've been looking for. Yeah, I think I know what I'm looking for. Ooh, you're flipping though. I don't want to flip. I don't want that to flip just yet. Yeah, it's already flipping. Yeah, I'd prefer that doesn't flip. Okay, you have a bottom wick now. Not much of one though. Okay, that flipped already. All right, cool. That already flipped. Yeah, I don't really care that it flipped. If we don't make a bottom wick to these levels here, I'll still take this wick entry. If we don't get a bottom wick to 192.9, I'll still take that wick entry, because this to me is not a closure above. We did not close above on this candle. As much as I would like to take these sells, I need an entry. So yeah, if we tap into this level, we need to close below it for me to take the sells. If we tap into that level, we need to also close below it for me to take the sells. And then buys. Okay, let's see, is it good enough of a bottom wick? That good enough of a bottom wick? Man, this is a dilemma, huh? This is a dilemma. Oof. Okay, so here you have okay, you do have some range to play here though. You do got some range to play here. In your opinion, I don't know if you're still in chat, but like, in your opinion, is this a closure above? Would you consider this a closure above? That's the only thing I'm really battling with here. All right, yeah, so we're gonna have to make a decision here. Okay, so 4 hour does not look like we closed above. It's very okay. So here you have something that looks like a closure above, steeper bottom wick to drive up. All right, say less. All right, I know what I'm doing. There you go. All right, bet. Say less. Say no more. All right, for me to take buys, I need to see like a 15-minute close or something like that above, basically above this level right here. We get a 15-minute closure above that, I'm gonna take those buys. But for now, I'm more focused on finding these sells. Yeah, and I'll take those buys towards 193.286 because we did close below. So I'm basically trying to play both sides. I'm gonna try and take the buys going up here, and then once we tap into that level, if we start to reject closing below, I'll take the sells coming down as well. Let's see, 5 minute by the close. So 5 minute closing respecting this level. If we can have a top wick, if we can have this start to push up, that would be great. But we might just continue to push down here. We might just continue to push down here. And why are we not in the cells already? That's a good question, because this one didn't do anything. This one just kept on pushing down, right? All right, I'm actually gonna, yeah, let me see a pullback. Let me see a pullback. 30. Where's the other level? I want to see. There was a lower level of support here, right? There was a lower level of support here somewhere. There you go, right here. There you go. Yeah, that's on the 30. That is on the 30. All right, boom, cool. So I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm waiting for. Let's see a 15-minute close. If we can get a 15-minute closure below this level, I'm gonna take a sell. I'm gonna take a sell. Yeah, I'm gonna take a sell down towards 192.641 to create that bottom wick on the 4-hour. We might continue to drive beyond there, potentially. We might continue to drive beyond this point, but that's not really a given. So we'll see. We're driving down right now, so let's see. Yeah, so it's a 5. So we can get in on the 5 as well, but the 5. So if we close below here on the 5, so now you have a top wick going there, which is cool. All right, got a top wick going there, which is cool. 15-minute would be the best entry here, but you might drive before the 15-minute. We close below here on the 5. I'm gonna need my stops to be, well, this would be a mitigation position here, so I would need my stops up here. Pretty much the same thing. All right, something like this. Some light like this, and then if we wanted to extend our TPs, we could go somewhere down here. Some like this, some light like this. Yeah, so if we get in on the 5, these are our stops. If we get in on the 15, if we get on the 15 instead, we got smaller stops. But the issue with the 15 is you might drive before wait. If we wait on the 15, we might just drive. Yeah, I'm hoping this 5 closes above. Actually, I prefer to get in on the 15. I would prefer to get in on the 15. But yeah, let's see how this closes. Let's just get ready. Let me get ready. So that would be a sell. 193.749. All right, let's see. 5 minute about to close. 5 minute is about to close. If we hold this support, and this 15 ends up closing bullish above this level, we'll take buys. All right, so it's gonna change that quickly, right? Our bias is gonna change that quickly from buys to from sells to buys. But those buys, those are short-term buys. So our buys are gonna look something like this. Our buys, because we're closing respecting this level, Our buys are gonna look something like this. And we're sort of relying on these being our bottom wicks before we drive up for a steeper top wick. So I mean, to be conservative, probably have our stops something like this. All right, so those would be our buys. But yeah, this 5 minute just closed respecting. So yeah, we're gonna wait for the 15-minute close here. Let's see how the 15-minute closes. We close below, we're gonna look to start taking our sells, and our stops would be, because yeah, you could come up here, right? You could come up towards this 4-hour level still. You could still come up towards that 4-hour level, but I'm not expecting to do that. So our stops could be a little bit lower. Let's see, it's the same on the hourly. Yeah, so that's above these highs, right? All right, let's see. My fault. All right, coming up here, 15-minute coming up, 15-minute coming up. Let's see, you need to close above. We need to close above. You need to close above. Dangerous level here. Daily starting to reject. Yeah, where's that stop? That's above this daily, right? And then you got these highs right here. Yeah, you got this right here. So this ain't gonna come all the way there. All right, look alive. We're about to close on the 15. Maybe. Say no more. Say no more. Say no more. Say no more. Yeah, that's for that bottom wick, innit? That's for that bottom wick, innit? All right. Let's see. 15-minute about to close. 15-minute about to close. So we just need a closure below top wick. We're in there. Closure below and a top wick, and we are in there. So what is this? 193.5. So I got this at 193.56. So about there. All right, bet. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. 2 1. Oof. Closing respecting. Okay, we're closing respecting that level. Not the biggest fan of that close, I'm not gonna lie. Not the biggest fan of that closure. It's the 5.15. Yeah, you still need to come down. I mean, you're gonna need to make this bottom wick regardless. All right, it's just a matter of, are we ready to make the bottom wick? Okay, now you're driving. Yeah, I'm gonna be patient here. I'm gonna be patient. I'm not. Man, we waited this long. Might as well get into some confirmed positions. You are driving down now, though. You are driving down now. Goddamn. Yeah, that might be the one. 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 All right, cool. So only one way I can take this right now. Since we're not in already, I'm gonna need this 5 to close, and then once we come up for a top wick here, I'll take a sell. Yeah, sitting on my hands right now though. Sitting on my hands right now. I would have been in there immediately, but it's 15. This 15 sort of closed, you know, respecting. This 15 didn't close in the best way. Yeah, 15 didn't close in the best way. 15.30. Yeah, it's the 15 level right there. Yeah. Sort of close respecting. Yeah, I mean, you're driving down here. I mean, no doubt. No doubt, no doubt. Yeah, I think that's it, yo. I think that's it. I think that's the move. I think that's c'est la vie. I think that's c'est la vie. I think we just missed the move here. I think we just missed the move. I could still take this, but this 5 needs to not drive anymore. You need to start pushing back up for me to still take this. Yeah, that 5 was my 15 was my entry right there. That's unfortunate. Yeah, this is clean range. There's nothing stopping you. Yeah, boom. Just tap into that level right there. That would be full TPs or break even. So right there would be break even and or potentially full TPs. So now that you tap into that level, yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, so we couldn't get involved with that, unfortunately. Couldn't get involved with that, unfortunately. I might have been too particular about what I wanted there for that 15. But now that you tap into that level, now that you've tapped into this level of support, anything can happen. So we're gonna have to sort of wait here. We're gonna have to wait and see what the 30-minute does. Yeah, so no entries right now. No entries anymore right now. All right, that initial entry was sort of the well, exactly that, right? That was your initial entry. So what this looks like now is the 4-hour respecting this level. Right now you've tapped into this level of support. You've tapped into the level of support on the hourly as well. All right, so you're either gonna do this where you continue to drive up right from this level, you start to push up from this level, or or you could start to come down and fill this range. All right, or you could start to come down and fill that range to the downside. So that would be, that's your 4-hour level as well. I mean, here you have the 4-hour rejecting, driving down, 4-hour rejecting, driving down. Yeah, driving down there as well. So yeah, so yeah, we could still get positions here, don't leave just yet, but what we're gonna do, we're gonna have to wait for the 30-minute close. Gonna have to wait. Close. Yeah, so that goes your, that was your initial entry, right? That was your initial entry. Unfortunately, that 15-minute close was not very inspiring for me to take that impulse. Well, so it wasn't really an impulse move, because you see why we took it, right? We needed that bottom wick, right? If this was gonna drive from there, then sure, we would have just driven down, right? We still could. This 30-minute is still open, so we still could. So we'll see what happens. So AFK, waiting on 30-minute close. All right, so y'all vibe out. I'll be back in a second. All right, about to have a 30-minute close here. 30-minute close. 30-minute close. All right, so you're gonna close inside this range. Actually, let me see something. Okay. Still went back. Sun closed, below turn, still drove down. All right, cool. So with the way that 30 just closed, with the way that 30 minutes just closed, you do have potential, or you do have the potential of continuing to push up here. Right, based off of this 30-minute close, I mean, you look to the left here, you see multiple times you close, you know, sort of respecting this level. You see us driving, you see us continue to drive up to retest the highs here, right? Yeah, you tapped and then you drove up. Yeah, so I mean, at this point, so hourly, 4 hours as well. Yeah, so I mean, these taking the buys here, taking these buys on the 30, taking these buys is gonna be a lot more risky than, those are gonna be a lot more risky than the taking those sells were. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot more risky than how we took those sells. Okay, coming up, so there goes your bottom wick, pushing up, still respecting 30 minutes. Let me see this hourly. Still respecting 4 hours, still respecting. You have a top wick. If you're gonna come up here, you're gonna. All right, let's wait for a 5-minute close. Let's wait for this 5 minutes to close. Yeah, if you establish this support here, right? So this 5-minute closes respecting. This 5-minute also closes respecting. I'm gonna take a buy right here. Gonna take a buy right there. My stops are gonna be, just to be conservative, my stops are gonna be here. Update with the trade. So yeah, we had the initial sales coming down, right? We did have these sales coming down towards our level here. So these played out, but we didn't have an entry because this 15 closed respecting. We never had an entry to come down, right? Never had our entry to come down. But with the way we just closed on this candle, with the way we just closed respecting this level, ranging, I mean, right, yeah, I mean, because of where we are right now, given the time and all that, it is possible that we do range inside this range for the we just bounce around here for the rest of the day. That is a possibility. That is a possibility, because I mean, we're done with news. So yeah, we're not expecting any influx, you know, sort of like a rush of volume, right? We're not expecting anything like that. But yeah, 9:30 just opened up. 9:30, that's NYSE open. And with the way we just closed, yeah, so at around 1 o'clock, right? I mean, you're done for the day, bro. So you're chilling. You should be done for the day. But yeah, this 4-hour time into this level rejected, started to come back up because of where we're closing above here on the 30. Because of where we're closing above here on the 30, once we hold this level on the 5, I'll look to get into position. I'll look to get into these buys. All right, my brother, have a good one, man. Have a good one. We back again tomorrow, dog. Good shit today on the markets, man. Yes, sirski. I gotta prepare for work too. No lie. All right, man, have a good one. All right, let's see, 40. All right, let's see how we close here. Yes, sirski, 4 wins. And never enough wins, man. Never enough wins. It's loving enough. All right, 20 seconds left for the 5-minute close. Let's see how we close here. 20 seconds left. All right, establish that, boom. And if we're gonna drive up to the next level, it's gonna be this, right? All right, so there goes your 5-minute close. 5-minute close bearish. 5-minute close bearish here. 5-minute close bearish. How was the 30 close? 30 close respected. Yeah, I might leave this. I might just leave this and call it a day as well, to be honest. Because this is showing me a little bit too much. This is the hourly, right? And then this is the 30. This is the 30 right there. Alright, yeah, that's the 30. That's the 30. You close respecting that level. This 5 is fucked. This 5 is fucked. Ah. It's still going up. Yeah, I'm gonna call it a stream right there, yo. I'm gonna call it a stream right there, cause right now, I don't know. Price is showing me a bunch of different hands right now. What I'm gonna do is wait for this 15. I'm gonna wait for this 15. I mean, this 5 just did a whole bunch of fuckery right here. This 5 just did a whole bunch of fuckery. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait for the 15. If I can get something on the 15, I'll take it. If not, c'est la vie. Then I'll wait for the hourly. If I can get something on the hourly, that's fuego. If not, c'est la vie as well, right? So yeah, man. That's pretty much it. Yeah, it started driving though. This top of this wick 50. Actually, no, I'm gonna chill out. I'm gonna stay on stream. My fault. I never reduced the volume. I'm gonna stay on stream. Let's see how this 15-minute closes. Once we get a closure on this 15, I'll either take a buy or I'll call it a stream. All right. Y'all vibe out. Well, 15.5. This 5 closed bullish as well. No bottom wick. End of the range, right? So you came down here just to create that. Yeah, say less. Say less. And then that's the 5. Flipping. And then it's a 15. All right, cool. All right, let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens here. If this 5 closes above, I'll take a... Yeah, if this 5 closes above, we flip on the 15, I'm in there. Well, not flip. We take out the highs on the 15, I'm in there. So these lows right here. 66. And then this is the 4 hour. Man, I would like to go that. I would like to do that right now. What's that? 10 o'clock? Man, still be active by 10, please. That would be great. Alright, this 5 minute about to close. This 5 minute about to close. If we close just like this, I'm in there. If we close just like this, I'm in there. Vantage point is about 12-ish pips. Alright, let's see what happens here. So what is this? 192.224. All right, let's see. Couple seconds left. And there goes our close. All right, just took a buy right there. Let's see what happens. Just took a buy right there. Cool. Let's see what happens. And this is gonna be managed quick, because if this 15 minute closes below, then we immediately switch. Then everything, you know, everything sort of changes, right? Yeah, so let's see what happens. We're in the position. We are in these buys right now. Your vantage point, of course, pretty straightforward, about 10 or 12, 13 pips away right there. And your full TPs are gonna be these 4 hour. That's crazy. I can't even say that shit. 4 hour eyes. Shit. Yeah, it's 4 hour eyes right here. 15.5. Yeah, man, let's see what happens. This 15 minute close below though, I'm not keeping that. I'm not gonna let that run. So stops at 192.224. TP at 193.26. All right, cool. So we're in this position now. 15 minute closes in about 3 minutes here. Let's see if we can at least be break even by the 15 minute close. So 192.987. So that's these highs here. So 30 minute hourly. Yeah, 15 minute close below. We in there for the sells. Say less. All right, let's see what happens here. 5 minute now has a steeper top wick. Or sorry, 15 minute now has a steeper top wick. You already made your bottom wick, or you already tap into those levels. It's 4 hour as well. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I mean, we closed below here. We closed below here on the 15, which is what it looks like we're about to do. We're closing this position. No point in keeping this open. But if you close below here on the 15, you might as well take a sell. All right, you close below here on the 15, you might as well take a sell. Let's see. I mean, we're not going to take a sell, but I'm just saying. You close below there on the 15, you might as well take a sell. Yeah, you want to close respecting. You want to close above here on this 15. If not, we're gonna close the position or move our stops up here and call it a day. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Yeah, coming back to that level 515. And stops. Let's see, you're gonna drive down or not? Gonna drive down or not? Yeah. So this 15 about to close. 15-minute about to close. You might close no top bottom wick, which would be great. If you can close no bottom wick, then you're cooking. All right, then you're cooking. Let him cook. Let him cook. Let him cook. All right, yeah, that's pretty much all I have to see for that one. That's all I want to see for that one. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. So we're about to close on this 15, closing below. Absolutely atrocious. Gonna move my stops to those lows. Gonna move my stops right here. Gonna move my stops right here. Yeah, you either want to just turn around and start pushing back up, because if you keep on pushing down here, you're gonna melt. All right, you either want to just turn around and start pushing back up, or yeah. So let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens. 15-minute, 30. Yeah, hourly closure is gonna be atrocious on that one. Yeah, we're still in the position. We're still in the position. Let's see what happens, right? You might stop. You might stop at a dime and start pushing up. That's a possibility, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, anything can happen here at this point. It's Tuesday, it's doomsday in this family. So your hourly level down here, right? Yeah, so those would be sells, right? Those would be sells. So yeah, we're still in the position, but our stops are they're being prices saying some sweet nothings to my stops right now. Yeah, if we come up, let me see. Might as well close, right? To be honest, why lose the whole position? Yeah, let me see how this 5-minute closes. Yeah, why not? Yeah, I'll see how the 5-minute closes. Let's see how the 5-minute closes. If the 5-minute closes bullish, I'll just leave my stops where they're at, where they are. I'll just leave my stops where they are, but you know, if we close bearish, then most likely, I mean, we close bearish, we hitting stops anyways. Just trying to look if we're coming up for a top wick to drive down. Where is that gonna be at? Probably here. So you want to close above there. Yeah, let's see where this 5-minute closes. So now that you're coming back to this level here, you want to either, you know, you want to actually, I'm gonna close half of the position. Let me see. Stop loss. How do I close half on TradingView? Man, I forgot how to close half on TradingView. It's not TradingView, my fault. On the MT5, on the terminal. All right, boom, right there. We just got stopped out. All right, c'est la vie, c'est la vie. That's how the cookie crumbles. What you gonna do? Yeah, probably should have waited for the 15-minute close first on that one. We got in probably a little bit too early there. All right, these sells actually wouldn't have been bad in that case. Damn. Yeah, it's strong level right there. Yeah, misjudged that one. Misjudged that one. So yeah, this is probably gonna come down, continue to come down here to 192.36. C'est la vie. Yeah, we're pushing. We are pushing. Yeah, that's the drive down we were looking for before as well. So yeah, that's probably full TPs. That would have probably been full TPs right there. And yeah, man, hey, gonna call it a day. That's pretty much it. Gonna call it a day. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. I will update. I gotta bounce real quick, but I will update this. So remember what this is right now. I'm gonna update this with the loss. Don't worry about it. All right, appreciate y'all for tuning in, and yeah, peace.